Good afternoon, students. Today we are learning about the chemical bonding. In the chapter number 5, we are learning about the chemical bonding. Do you know how the chemical bond is formed or what is the chemical bond? Now, in the molecules, atoms are held together by a chemical bond, such that, for example, in water molecule, H2O, water molecule, there are two bonds in water molecule. Now, HOH. Now, these two bonds are there. Now, atoms are held together by a chemical bond in the molecules. Now, these chemical bonds are nothing but they are the forces of attraction between the two atoms which held together the atoms in the molecule. So, the forces, the chemical bonds is nothing but the forces holding atoms together. Holding means they comes in contact with each other. The forces holding atoms together in a compound are called as the chemical bonds. Now in elements also, two or more than two atoms of the same elements can form the molecules. There is also the chemical bonding between the same atoms in the same elements. Now there is also the chemical bonding that is of such as the sharing type of chemical bonding, sharing of the electrons. Now the chemical bonds are formed by the two different ways. There are two ways of formation of chemical bonds. In the first way or in the first type, there is loss and gain of electrons by the atoms. The atoms loss or lose their electrons, or they may be gain electron from the another atom and forms the bond. By losing the electrons, that atom is converted into the positive ion. By losing one or more electron, the atom converts into the positive ion. And by gaining one or more electron, the another atom which gain one or more electron, that transfer into the negatively charged ion. Now, due to that opposite charges on that atoms, for example, sodium and chlorine. Sodium which have 11 electron in them, sodium atoms. So, sodium atom forms the positive ion Na plus ion because the outermost shell of the sodium atom contain one electron. The electronic configuration is 281 in sodium atom. And after losing that last outermost shell electron, sodium atom is converted into the sodium positively charged sodium ion, and chlorine which have the 17 electrons in their shells. Now the 17 electrons are distributed as 287. Now the last shell contain the 7 electron. After gaining one electron from the sodium, the last shell have now 8 electrons of the chlorine, and chlorine becomes negatively charged. And due to that oppositely charged ions, there are attractive forces between them. The oppositely charged ions have the attractive forces, and that attractive forces is nothing but the chemical bond, and that chemical bond is called as the ionic bond. We'll see later how the ionic bond is actually formed. But this is the one way of formation of chemical bond, by loss and gain of electron. The another way of forming the chemical bond is the by sharing the pair of electrons. Such bond which is formed by the sharing of electron pair is called as the covalent bond. We'll see that example of formation of covalent bond after some time. Now, in covalent bond, there is the sharing, mutual sharing of electrons, and there is formed the shared pair of electron. And due to that shared pair, each atom acquires the octet. That means each atom in that molecule contain 8 electrons in their valence shell. That is the outermost shell. Now, see, in both the types of chemical bonds, that is the ionic bond and covalent bond, each atom attains a stable noble gas electronic configuration. You know the noble gases, that is the inert gases, helium, neon, argon, krypton. If we see the electronic configuration of all these inert gases, we find that in the outermost shell of these inert gases or noble gases always contain 8 electrons except helium, because helium have only 2 electrons. The atomic number of helium is 2. So it contains 2 electrons. So the first shell which is completed by the 2 electron, because first shell always contain 2 electron. So helium, that is helium is having duplet. But the other inert gases or other noble gases have the octet in their outermost shell. That is, they contain the 8 electrons in their outermost shell. For example, argon. First see the neon. Neon have the 10 electrons. So 2 and 8, such type of electronic configuration in neon. Last shell contain 8 electrons. In argon, the atomic number Z is equal to 18 in case of argon. So it have 2, 8, 8 such electronic configuration. In argon also, the outermost shell contain the 8 electron. So they said that when a chemical bond, any type of chemical bond is formed, ionic bond or covalent bond, but the atoms in that molecule which form the chemical bond always have 8 electrons in their outermost shell, as that of the noble gases. After formation of bond, the bond may be formed by lose or by gain or by sharing the electrons. So by losing, by gaining or by sharing the electrons by the atoms have the 8 electrons in their outermost shell, as that of the noble gases. So they said that in both the types of chemical bond, ionic bond or covalent bond, each atom attains a stable noble gas electronic configuration. That is, their valence shell, that is the outermost shell, Sanyuja Kaksha in Marathi. The outermost shell or valence shell contains 8 electrons after the formation of chemical bond, as that of the inert gases, that are the noble gases, except hydrogen atom, which acquires duplet as that of the helium, because hydrogen have the atomic number 1, that means 1 electrons in the first shell of the hydrogen atom. It requires only 1 electron to form the duplet, that is to complete the first shell. 2 electrons are there in the first shell. So only hydrogen acquires duplet, but the atoms other than hydrogen, they attains their electronic configuration as that of the noble gases in the outermost shell, that are the 8 electrons are there, they attains the octet. Now these ionic bond and covalent bond, these are the attractive forces between the atoms in the molecule. Now come to the next topic, octet rule and electronic theory of valence. Now, if you think, we are very well familiar that the inert gases or the noble gases, they are only the monoatomic gases. That means there are no molecules of the inert gases by formation of a chemical bond between their atoms, such that of the hydrogen gas molecules have 2 atoms of hydrogen. Chlorine gas molecules also have the two atoms of chlorine to form the Cl2 molecule. Similarly, oxygen also form the diatomic molecule. But in the inert gases, their atoms are their molecules. That means there are no molecules because the atoms of the inert gases have already completed their octet. That is, their outermost shell contain 8 electrons. So they do not lose or gain or share their electrons and form a chemical bond between with the other atoms of the same element of that inert gases or with the other elements. So we know that the inert, why the name is to that inert gases or noble gases, because they do not react with the any other element in that of the periodic table. They have very less reactivity. They are that is non-reactive gases. They are inert gases. There is no any chemical reaction is formed between them, because chemical reaction is nothing but the formation of the chemical bond between the two different atoms. But already inert gases have completed octet. Now in neon there are the 10, atomic number is 10 of neon, 10 electrons are there. So the first shell contain 2 electrons and the second shell contain 8 electrons. In helium also the first shell is completed, forming the duplet. So helium is also, helium atoms also do not form any chemical bond with the another atoms. But the other elements atom do not have such completed octet. They do not have 8 electrons in their valence shell or the outermost shell. So they always try to acquire or to attain such inert gas configuration, outermost inert gas configuration as that of the noble gas atoms. And they do such by which ways? By losing electron or by gaining electron or by sharing electron, such that every atom of the other elements other than noble gases attains the 8 electron into the outermost shell, and they attain the inert gas or noble gas configuration. That is nothing but the formation of the bond between the atoms. So in 1916, Cosell and Lewis gives very satisfactory theory about that formation of chemical bond by losing, by sharing or by gaining the electrons. That is very that is the satisfactory theory, and that theory is known as the electronic theory of valence. Now in 1916, Cosell and Lewis proposed an important theory for explaining the formation of chemical bonds. That theory is very important because that explains the formation of chemical bonds, and that theory is known as electronic theory of valence. Valence means outermost shell, contain 8 electron into that. So this electronic theory of valence is mainly based on octet rule, 8 electron rule in the outermost shell, and this octet rule is based on stable noble gas electronic configuration. Which is the stable noble gas electronic configuration? In the valence shell, last shell of inert gases always have such electronic configuration, NH2 NP6. Now 6 plus 2 means 8 electrons are there, and N is the principal quantum number. It may be 2 or it may be 3 or 4 or 5. In case of neon, neon have the 10 electrons. So 2 and 8 such type of electronic configuration. First shell contain the 2 electron and the second shell contain the 8 electron. That 8 electrons are distributed in this way. The second cell, so N is 2 there. 2H2 2P6, because the electronic configuration of neon is, how the electronic configuration of neon? Neon have electronic configuration. The atomic number is 10. So 1H2 2s2, 2p6. Now this last cell, second cell, last cell contain the 8 electron. Similarly in argon also, the electronic argon have 18 electrons into that. So argon have the electronic configuration 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 10s are there, and 3s2, 3p6, that 8. So all the electronic configuration have all the noble gases have general electronic configuration, outermost electronic configuration as that of the NH2 NP6, that is the 8 electron, presence of 8 electron in the valence shell. Now this electronic theory of valency is based on the octet rule, which is based on that the valence shell contain the 8 electron stable noble gas electronic configuration in the valence shell as that of the NH2 NP6. That means 8 electrons are there in the valence shell of the noble gases. Now, what is the statement of the octet rule? What is the octet rule? Now see the statement. The rule states that during the formation of chemical bond, when the chemical bond is formed, during the formation of chemical bond, the atoms loses, gains or shares electrons so that its outermost orbit, the atom's outermost orbit, that is the valence shell, contain 8 electrons. That is completed octet as that of the inert gases. This is the octet rule. The rule states that during the formation of chemical bond, atom loses, gains or shares the electrons so that their outermost shell, that is the valence shell, contain 8 electrons as that of the inert gases. Now see the formation of ionic bond now. How the ionic bond is formed. Now first see the definition of the ionic bond. The electrostatic forces of attraction. Electrostatic forces of attraction between the oppositely charged ions. The oppositely charged ions, that are the positive and negative ion, is called as the ionic bond. The electrostatic force of attraction between the oppositely charged ions is called as the ionic bond. Now see, for example, formation of sodium chloride molecule, NaCl. Now in sodium chloride there is the ionic bond. Now how the ionic bond is formed in sodium chloride? First see the electronic configuration of sodium and chlorine. Now sodium atomic number Z is equal to 11. So the electronic configuration, now you very well understand the electronic configuration from the last chapter, and you already see the electronic configuration of the first 30 elements. Now this sodium, it have the atomic number 11, having the electronic configuration 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, now up to this 10, and 3s1, this is 11. Now this first shell contains 2 electrons, so I write here 2. Now this second shell which contains 2 orbit, S and P subshells, and this second principal shell have the 8 electrons, and the third shell have 1 electron. So the 281 such electronic configuration of sodium. Now chlorine atomic number 17 have the electronic configuration 1s2, 2s2, 2p6 up to this 10 electron, 3s2, 3p5, now 17 electrons. Now the first shell contain 2 electrons, the second shell, main shell, contain totally 8 electrons, and the third main shell contain totally 7 electrons. Now what we see by observing the electronic configuration of both these sodium and chloride, sodium have 1 electron more than the octet. If it give this electron to the other atom, then its last shell contain 8 electrons. So by losing that electrons, sodium attain the noble gas electronic configuration. which is stable than that of this sodium atom. The sodium ion, Na plus ion, have stable electronic configuration than the sodium atom, though that is ion, sodium ion, but it is stable than that of the sodium atom. We know that sodium, that is the metal, is very unstable metal, very reactive metal. So we kept that metal in kerosene, so that kerosene is the inert liquid. Into that there is no reaction of sodium with that liquid, and we kept the sodium always in the kerosene. But if we take the sodium outside the kerosene, it immediately reacts with the oxygen of the air, because it is very reactive element. Why it is very reactive element? Because it immediately loses this electron, outermost electron, which is not required for that, because it have to complete the octet. It have acquires the stable gas electronic configuration, so it immediately loses that electron and react with any other elements in contact with it, so it is very reactive. Now chlorine is also very reactive gas. We know that because chlorine have the outermost electronic configuration here having 7 electrons. It also wants to be stable by gaining 1 electron with the other elements. So it immediately gain 1 electron by the other elements around it and form the octet. So sodium ion negative, this chlorine ion, Cl minus ion, is also very stable than that of the chlorine atom, because chlorine ion have the stable noble gas configuration in the valence shell. Now see how it is shown. Now see sodium. The last electron is shown by this dot. The outermost electron, 1 electron, valence shell electron is sodium. Of sodium is shown by the dot. Sodium have 2, 8, 1 electronic configuration. Chlorine, here is the reaction between sodium and chlorine. So chlorine have the 7 electrons in the outermost shells, which are shown by the dot. So the electronic configuration of chlorine is 2, 8, 7. Now 1 electron is that is less to complete the octet. So it takes this electron from the, or sodium gives this electron to the chlorine. Now this sodium, after giving electron, forms the positively charged ion. Now this is sodium atom. This is sodium atom. This is chlorine atom. But after giving 1 electron to the chlorine, this is now sodium ion. And after gaining the 1 electron from this sodium, this chlorine is converted into the negative ion. Now these are the ions. They have now completed their octet in the outermost shell, and they acquire the inert gas configuration or noble gas configuration. The sodium ion acquired neon-like configuration of 10 electron as that of the neon, and this chlorine ion acquired the electronic configuration as that of the noble gas argon. Now these are very stable. But due to the opposite charges on that, there is the attractive forces, electrostatic forces of attraction. So these two ions, due to the electrostatic force of attraction, held together in a molecule, and that molecule is sodium chloride molecule. Such type of ionic bond is formed between the sodium and chlorine atoms. Now this is the first example of formation of ionic bond. Now there is another example also, formation of calcium chloride. Now there is also the ionic bond between the calcium chloride. Now see how the calcium chloride is formed there. Now so we are seeing the second example of calcium chloride. The formula is CaCl2. Now that is the formula. Now here calcium and chlorine are there. So see the electronic configuration of calcium first. Now this calcium atomic number Z is equal to 20. We know that. So the electronic configuration becomes of calcium 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6 up to this there are 10 plus 18 electron and 4s2 that is the 20 electron. Now chlorine have the same electronic content as that of the first. Now see this calcium now. Calcium having now how many electrons in the first shell? 2 electrons. In the second shell 8 electron. In the third shell also 8 electron. And in the fourth shell only 2 electrons. Now chlorine have 2, 8, 7 electron. Now the electronic configuration of calcium is 2, 8, 8, 2. Now this is the calcium atom. Again there are the 2 chlorine atoms around the calcium in calcium chloride. Now how is that? See here. I show in diagram in this way. First see the second example of formation of calcium chloride. The electronic configuration of calcium and chlorine are in this way. Calcium Z is equal to 20. So the electronic configuration is 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 4s2. Now that is first cell contain 2 electrons, second cell contain 8 electron, third cell contain also 8 electron and fourth cell contain 2 electron. If this calcium give these last 2 electron to the another atoms, then calcium also attain the that is the inert gas configuration. And this chlorine having atomic number Z is equal to 17. So the electronic configuration is 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p5 that are 2, 8, 7. Now in calcium chloride there are the 2 chlorine atoms attached to that of the calcium because calcium is divalent. That is it contain 2 positive charges on that calcium atom. Now see this calcium atom here. I shown the electrons of outermost electron of calcium by these 2 dots. Now the electronic configuration 2, 8, 8, 2. Only the outermost electrons are shown by these 2 dots. Chlorine have 7 electrons. Both the chlorine atoms have 7 electrons into the outermost shell. So these 7 electrons are shown of both the chlorine atoms. Now this calcium give 1 electron to one chlorine atom and another electron to another chlorine atom. By giving that electron, calcium attain the +2 charge on that. And chlorine by gaining 1 electron, chlorine, both of the chlorine atoms now converted into the chlorine ion, negative ion, and having 1 negative charge on that. Now there is the strong electrostatic forces of attraction between these positively charged calcium ion and these 2 negatively charged chloride ions, and they form these 2 ionic bond between the calcium and chlorine and form the Cl2 molecule.